friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I am super excited. It is Money Monday, and today I'm going to share with you a topic and a few tips that will help you to save tons and tons of money on your grocery budget. Let's go ahead and just get started. Alright friends, so I don't know about you, but I love food in general. As a rule, I love food. And so I love to go to the grocery store, and I love buying groceries and planning what I'm gonna eat. And my husband actually kind of laughs at me because at night before I go to sleep, I like to think about what I'm gonna make for breakfast the next day. And throughout the day, I kind of think about like the next meal also. So I'm kind of always thinking about food. But let's be honest, food can be one of the biggest budget suckers possible. I know there are tons of people who spend like over $1,000 on groceries and don't even necessarily have a super big family. And so this is something that I'm always trying to find a way to save some money on and to make sure that we're under budget, or at least meeting our budget each month for our groceries. So today I want to share with you the tips that I use each and every week that are foolproof, that really help us to stay under budget. Our budget right now is $300 a month for groceries, and it just kind of fluctuates. We are right now doing a bulk buy at our local Sam's Club. So after that $100 bulk buy, we take $50 and divide that, well, we take the remaining $200 and divide it by the number of weeks that are left and go ahead and buy any like perishables or like almond milk or things like that that we need more frequently throughout the month. So let me share with you guys a few tips that I use each and every week in order to get the best bang for our buck for our grocery budget. And tip number one is to scour or go through your pantry and fridge and freezer before you start your grocery shopping. So this should be tip number one. This should be your number one step that you do. This should be the first thing that you do before you even start to think about going to the grocery store. You want to make sure that you know what you have so that you're not wasting food, so that things aren't going, by the wayside, that you're not just forgetting about something, but that you're really being able to take advantage of every dollar you spend in the grocery store by using each and every item that comes into your home. So go ahead and take a look through your fridge, pantry, and freezer, and then you want to start making your meal planning list. And this is step number two, is to go ahead and meal plan. So figure out how many lunches, breakfasts, and dinners you need, and what you want to do around those. Give yourself a couple of grace days, like give yourself a day if you're gonna grab takeout, or you have a date night, or if you're gonna have a couple days for leftovers. We're just two people, so we can do leftovers pretty frequently and really stretch our budget that way also. What I like to do a couple times a week is make like a larger meal, and then like I said, we'll just use that for leftovers or for lunches, and so I plan that into our meal plan accordingly. The third thing is to shop your meal plan first from your fridge and pantry. So say you want to make a chicken pasta dish. Well, you know that you already have tons of pasta in your pantry, so you don't need to buy that at the store. And maybe you already have pasta sauce in the refrigerator, so you may not need to buy 2 jars, but you can get away with buying 1 jar of pasta sauce and use whatever you have left over. Once you've shopped from your fridge and pantry and freezer, then you want to make a list of whatever items you don't have in order to pick those up at the store. And now the tip that I am most excited about is tip number 4, which is to utilize a grocery delivery or pickup service for yourself. And I promise you guys, this will make the entire world of difference that you need to keep yourself on budget. So you've gone through these steps, you already know what it is that you need to pick up, you know what you can use from your pantry, fridge, and freezer, and then you know the items that you need to purchase in order to round out the meals you're going to make for your family this week. Now, by using a grocery pickup service, you eliminate the need or the possibility of impulse buying while you're at the store. I know personally, if I go to the store, I end up coming out with like 4 little like snack cakes and, like extra crackers and a thing of cookies because, oh, Oreos sound good this week, but they're totally not on my list. So all these random things end up coming home with you, or at least with me, when I go to the grocery store. But if you choose to use a pickup service or a delivery service that is low cost and still keeps you within your budget, then A, you're able to watch the number of dollars that you're spending as you're creating your list to make sure you're still in budget. You're able to take advantage of sales and discounts that the store offers in store because they also will offer them online. At least most of the stores. All the stores I've tried do honor the same discounts in store as online. And then you are also not impulse buying. So you're not just adding a bunch of junk to your cart, or, you know, turning around and your kid is putting like 4 different boxes of cereal into the cart and you don't realize it until you're checking out, and then that gets awkward. You know, you get to avoid all of those awkward scenarios and over purchasing that really blows your grocery budget. I know this is an area that I have struggled with for years, and there are times when I really have reined it in and times where I've done really well, but more often than not, I tend to go over budget with our groceries, and we tweak it around and we make it work. But more often than not, I usually spend more than I'm intending to when I go into the store. So this has been something that's been so helpful. This week, I knew that I wanted to spend around $60. I knew I could have a little bit of extra wiggle room, so if I could spend like a little bit less, then that would give me more for our budget the following week. I ended up spending just a little bit over that 60. I wanted to stay around like 60, 65, and I came in around 63, so that was pretty good for us. And we were able to get a lot of food that will last us for, you know, definitely this week, but probably even into the next week as well. So things that we won't have to restock on. So this has been a super helpful thing for us. And this service I actually used today was with Walmart. It was so easy, super user friendly. I love them because they have a great app, which I didn't know when I placed my order. But basically, once your order is ready, you can leave a phone number for them to text you on, and they'll also email you. But they also have an app. So if you sign up for the app and you're logged in, then they will notify you via the app that your order is ready, and you can check in on the app once you're on your way to pick up your groceries. So I got in the car, went ahead and checked in, and as I was heading over there, you know, I knew that they were getting the groceries ready and had everything good to go. When I pulled up, there was a gal standing outside waiting to load my groceries into my car. She gave me a little goodie bag as like a first-time customer welcome, and then I turned around, didn't even turn my car off, but turned the car around and drove right back home. So it was super quick. The longest thing was just the drive time to get to the store. So this is something that I highly recommend. I know as I get further along in my pregnancy that I'm definitely going to be doing this, because ain't nobody got time to go to the grocery store and push a cart and maneuver and, you know, all that good stuff when you're super big and pregnant. So I'm super excited about this and definitely going to utilize this service more often. I also did really like that they actually kind of sectioned out specific items. So I did purchase popsicles, so they put those in like an extra thick paper bag to help keep them insulated. Also with like our produce, they kept it all together. And I just like the way that they really handled the items that we purchased. And that may vary by store, by location, but I felt like it was really great customer service. Another huge perk with ordering from Walmart, which some of my viewers have told me before, is that if they substitute an item that is a higher cost than what you originally picked out, they don't charge you the higher cost. They charge you the lower cost of what you originally had chosen for your item. So for instance, we had to sub out chicken. I was getting, I think it was like $9.95 for a set of like chicken breasts and boneless, skinless chicken breasts, and they had to substitute that because they didn't have that particular brand. But the brand that they gave me was actually $2 more expensive than what I had chosen, but I was just charged for the $9.95 of the original chicken. So that was really great, and I think that's a definite perk for this as well. Because if you have something planned around your meal plan, if they have to make a substitution, you don't just not want to get the item, like, I mean, chicken, like that's kind of a big deal. I needed that. So it was nice to just get a substitution without having to pay extra or, not really knowing what the total of my grocery shop would be. So those are the tips that I have been using and that I highly recommend to make your grocery shopping easy and, streamline and keep it under budget as well. I would love to know your favorite grocery shopping tips, so let me know in a comment down below. And if you've ever tried one of these services, let me know which one you've tried and which one you've liked. And if your family uses one consistently, let me know that too. I'll talk to you guys very soon. Have a great Monday.